Good time zone pedals. My name is Frosted. Welcome to Cherry Creek Ranch, home to lost, forgotten, and injured mythical creatures like my companion Blossom. If you don't know me already, I'm an astral dragon VTuber with an affinity for cherry blossoms. Today's video is a VOD series from Twitch. You can catch me streaming on Monday, Tuesday, and Friday from 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and later in Fridays because of the fact that it is the weekend. I hope you enjoy the video and the game as much as I did.
You get this on, I got a place that I gotta be. Nothing's wrong, nothing on the side of me. I'll follow, breathe. Ah, whew. Get some caffeine. Crack open that cold one. There we go. Just we like that. But my shoulder making me come clean, and I make a mistake. Oh. We were doing Baiju's quest lab.
Work hard and live each day.
Alright, so as long as I log in for the next every day, I'll be able to hit all of these. Works for me. Oh. Wait. Natlan? Oh. What am I missing here? That's Sumeru. Is Natlan? Okay. So I am just honestly missing Fontaine, Leeway. Huh. Interesting. Do you ever get... Yeah, it's interesting.
That is what life in Mondstadt is all about, isn't it?
Which is it for? Okay. Right, back to go. You know what? We're really close to having a third one, so I'll hold off a minute.
Every is negotiable, except overtime.
Who's new? Oh. Interesting. So from the top. Onwards.
There is now no poison left in his system, but recovery from the damage already done will not happen overnight.
Oh.
Dr. Baishu,
auto.
is my father going to be...
You needn't worry too much. Keep taking the prescribed medicine every day, and a full recovery will take at most 2 to 3 years. It's good we caught it in time. A few days later, and the toxin would have built up in the internal organs. At that point, things would have
Hi,
been
Arya.
much more serious.
How's it going?
How did they successfully secure such a seldom seen poison? It seems the Fatui are extremely resourceful. Unfortunately for them, they were up against us.
Uncle Tian will be heading off now. Remember to get plenty of rest and avoid overexerting yourself while you're recovering.
Don't worry, I will. Thank you very much.
No. I feel that work was work has
You're here
been
too?
busy.
Thank you for all you've done to resolve this situation. And I'll have to make some tea in a moment. You simply have to try it. Yes, the exhaustion seems to have gone. My mind is steadily getting clear again.
Luckily, it looks like choosing the Tianshu's successor is suddenly not such a pressing issue after all.
Oh. Is this Yelan's story? This must be Yelan's
My work is
story, then.
mostly wrapped up, so I thought I'd take a minute to check in here. The assessment process comes to an end here, Uncle Tian. In my opinion, Zhi is not suitable for the position, but Chenwei and Mingbo both have potential.
You have my gratitude. People can change their loyalties easily. I've always known this. But whenever it happens, it's still a dismal experience.
Is it just Paimon, or is Uncle Tien not that surprised?
Don't underestimate Uncle Tien. He wouldn't have appointed me as assessment officer if he hadn't had his doubts about Jur-E. Normally, the Yue High
Yeah, this
Pavilion
is
would be
Yelan's
responsible for
story.
assessing
Like,
the
tail end
candidates.
of her
Isn't
story.
that right, Uncle Tien?
I thought I had finished it.
Yes, to be quite honest, I wanted to trust him unreservedly. But I have to be responsible with the position of Tianshu. When I first met Yuri, I wondered if he had approached me with a hidden agenda. So I secretly investigated him. I concluded that he had no ulterior motives whatsoever. He just saw me as an ordinary fishing friend. In the end, even he changed. But when did it start? I never had any plans to recommend him directly, but I always intended to give him the chance to compete on a level playing field. Family background and fame mean everything to many people, but I don't attach great importance to them. I had no reputation to speak of when I first became Tianshu. I relied on Ganyu's assistance for all manner of things. What I really admired about Yuri was his intelligence and resilience.
I have to admit, he's a smart guy, and very cautious. The intel suggests that the Fatui saw him as very low risk, but Jur-E was still extremely careful with the poisoning. He chose that specific liquor from Shinue Kiosk because the fiery flavor would mask the bitterness of the poison, and he chose to wait until the Fatui official was drunk and had his guard down before delivering it to him. He also installed a secret compartment in the wine pot he bought to hold the poison. As the amount of liquor went down, he'd shake the pot to release the poison from the compartment into the liquor. Afterwards, we also found he had an antidote on him. Had the Fatui official grown suspicious, Jur-E would have drunk the poisoned wine himself, and then found an opportunity to take the antidote shortly afterwards.
But that's still really dangerous.
Yes, had he drunk the poisonous wine, he still would have faced serious health consequences despite taking the antidote. He didn't hesitate to put himself in harm's way to achieve his goal.
How is Yuri now?
Well, I mean, he's sitting in a jail cell. Like Yanfei says, everyone who breaks the law has to pay the price. Still, he's cooperating. He didn't turn down my offer to strike a deal. I'll make sure there are plenty of guards around to keep him safe from anything the Fatui might be planning.
A deal? Does this have to do with what you said to him when you arrested him?
Yes, Jur-E's not the one I'm interested in. If he was as far as this went, I'd have handed the case off to my subordinates as soon as I realized. But once the Fatui became involved, things got a whole lot more
I
interesting.
just realized that she has
I thought
the
I might
same,
have the
like,
chance to catch a
jacket
big
thingy
fish.
Well, did
Kafka
you?
not Kafka. Is
Almost.
it Kafka?
Unfortunately, it
The
slipped
redhead
off the hook
from,
at the last
Honkai.
second.
Uncle Tien? Yelan? What are you talking about? Paimon doesn't understand.
Jur-E colluded with the Fatui to try and secure the position of Tianshu. Or, to put it the other way around, the Fatui made an attempt to interfere in the Tianshu selection process. With Yusupov in our hands and a statement from Jur-E, we could afford to continue with a diplomatic offensive. Also, we'd be able to gain control of Theophan, Yusupov's second-in-command. Then we'd have a pawn in the ranks of the Fatui. Pawns like this can be major assets. They open up all sorts of new options. Why else did you think I was investing so much time and effort into this case?
So, okay, well, did your plan succeed?
We got halfway. The first part went off without a hitch, and we passed all the information on to Lady Ningguang. But when we tried to make contact with Theophan, he was gone, along with all the evidence.
The Fatui must be spying on us. Otherwise, they'd never been able to respond so quickly.
I found out from other sources that the Harbinger, Regrator, got involved. The Fatui's main forces aren't concentrated here. Regrator was only treating this as a peripheral concern. It's a pity that Theophan got away. But knowing which Harbingers are still looking at Liyue is something. It gives me a starting point for my next mission.
I have to ask, Yelan, Do you have any desire to take over the position of Tianshu yourself? I
Probably
remember
not.
you showed some interest a few days ago at Yenshang Tea House. In my estimation, you are more than competent.
Oh, that. I was obviously joking. I prefer my current life. There's danger and there's excitement. Although it'd still be a behind-the-scenes role, as Tianshu, I wouldn't have the chance to get involved in anything truly clandestine or face any real danger. All right, I'm done here. Time for me to go. I'm heading off again in a few days, and I still have to prepare.
Where are you off to this time?
As you might have guessed, it's for me to know and you to find out. But I'm sure if you keep going as you are, getting yourselves involved in other people's business all the time, you're sure to get caught up in another misadventure before too long. Maybe I'll see you the next time danger beckons. Until then, keep your wits about you. A lot of people are watching you for a lot of reasons. If you have any more questions, just ask Uncle Tian. After the recent turn of events, I'd say he owes you one, wouldn't you?
That's all I had to do for that. Cool.
Ad Astra. Thank you for completing. Ad Astra.
Is it?
Error.
Four wishes. Right. 3 stars. Yeah, I'm just doing individual pulls right now. I'm nowhere near pity. Ooh, that's a 4-star. It's guaranteed. And it's Bennett. Well, that's another free wish. So I've got that boyo is C6'd. Oh, they're letting you get crowns now. Nice. You have to wail for it though, looking at it. I have according to what I have 59 before I reach pity. So maybe some other point in time. But I'm just trying to grow pity right now. Somewhat. I just spent the $5 for a Vulcan Moon. That is usually the most I spend my money on. And this is the Welkin Moon. Yes. I'm gonna snooze. Snooze the ad break since I'm talking to you. Yeah, so usually I'll buy a Welkin Moon. All right. Pulling 10 wishes. All right. Full wishes. And it's just which is not a guaranteed. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Featured 4-star. And then 10. All crap. We are running in the 90s. Me free. I'm just running in the 90s. And then I'll take the 3. But register those wishes. Okay, I am now halfway to pity. With those 10, I'm now once I do whatever the intro thing is, I'll have her at C3. Yep. And yep. Cool. There we go. Of course. If you've got the normal ones, you just say fuck it. Oh, I need to give her. Oh, she'll be at C2. Sorry, not C3. Right. Who is this one? Sumeru. Oh, it's Tainari's quest, I think. I think this is Tainari's quest. Ad's gonna pop up soon, just so you know, Aria. I'm going to a wish spot. Alright, because I can claim a key now. Look at all these story quests that I haven't unlocked yet, that I haven't started yet. Ad break coming in a second.
Leo's really got a lot going for it.
Oh, I think I may have overeaten.
On the atmosphere. No, he was so alone. Sun goes down. You hear the cry, or just walk on by. Leave without a sound when the sun goes down. We wait there for you, kill. Hey, let's go.
Work hard and live each day to the fullest. That is what life in Mondstadt is all about, isn't it?
Hey, there you go. I need to switch up my music because I just realized that it's not shuffled. So there's gonna be a lot of Eurobeat. Like there was gonna be a lot of Eurobeat in a row, and I'm like, I don't want that. This machine isn't swinging. Don't really care. I'm just looking to complete. Ready to go. In the night, I'm your rider. Through the night. Your ads were in Spanish, you said? Yeah, that's because I have it set to 3 minutes. So they all pop up at once, and then you don't have to watch them again for another hour. Desire. But thank you for watching those 3 so that I can get like my 4 pennies from AdSense. I don't really care. I'm just trying to complete these quests so that they go away. I don't even know who I have like. Makes sense. Which one? Who does it end on? Yeah, I know you're C6. I know that Yoimiya is not C6. I know that for a fact. I don't have any of her constellations. How many of you do I have at C6? What the hell? Official. Okay. Sucrose? No, okay. I hate that it's making me do this every time. Diona. Okay, so Diona and up minus Yoimiya. Yeah, because you're C6. You three are C6. Yeah, I've been playing since before Inazuma. I've had my account since before Inazuma came out. So my C6 characters are Diona, Sayu, Yunjin, Ningguang, Jinglang, Bennett, Choyoung, Barbara, Noelle, Jingcho, Zarya, and Beidou. My 3 lesbians and a twink. Yeah, my things in the bottom should be visible in the bottom right. Go ahead and send me a thingy. You know, with this lighting, she looks like she doesn't have a nose. She doesn't have a nose. That's hilarious. That's great. Bet. I don't give a shit. I just want to get through this shit.
It's a new day! Let's go back to Boo Boo Pharmacy and check out how Jiaoliang is doing.
Hold on. Hold on. Well, first things first. Yep, I see your thingy. There we go. I even updated my
Leaving the Ministry of External Relations was definitely
even updated my name. Aha. You know, don't go saying slurs, okay? What does this want me to do? Buy a keycap from... Oh, there it goes. Okay. Don't. Cease. I forbid it. Oh, so instead of using my chat, you're gonna use in-game chat. I hate the fact that it's making me run back and forth. And they are so close to each other, but it's the height. Yes, I know, you're just poking me. Okay. Yeah. Cool. Hooray! Completed that. Don't really care about that. What was I doing? What was it that I needed to do? Trying to think. Time is it? Almost 10 o'clock. Gonna quickly check something. Oh, I need to check this. Sorry, I'm playing a game tomorrow with some friends. I want to make sure I have all the information that I need. Okay. No, let's screw it. About 10 o'clock. Where's the thing that we need to go to? Okay. Let's do it. I'll speedrun the blue quests that don't have any voice acting on my own. All right, let's go.
Perfect. It's you two. I have a commission here that has your names written all over it. In fact, I'd even go so far as to say you're the only ones for the job.
The only ones for the job? Huh. If our help is really that important, it's probably some Archon class commission, right?
You can definitely tell that this is new voice acting, because That definitely sounds like a different Paimon. Well, not different as in different voice actor, but just like it's different from the other set. It was recorded at a different point in time.
The Adventurers Guild doesn't employ that kind of classification system. In fact, this commission is also probably not nearly as intimidating as what you're expecting. All it asks us to do is to find a missing person.
Huh? Then why did you say we were the only ones for the job?
I came across this commission while reviewing our backlog not too long ago. It seems simple, but our records indicate that over a dozen successive efforts to complete it have all ended in failure, despite attempts by several accomplished and renowned adventurers. With the reputation of the Adventurers Guild and the performance of the Sumeru branch at stake, it's in our best interest to assign this commission to the adventurer with the highest completion rate over the past few years.
Well, that's us for sure.
She definitely sounds different. Like she's not as floaty in her words, in her speaking.
All I'm asking is for you to give it your best shot. If it proves to be beyond your capabilities as well, I'll talk to the commissioner about canceling the commission.
Okay, so who are we looking for? And what is it about this commission that's made it so hard to complete?
This commission was jointly issued by the residents of
Tara.
Vimara Village. They say one of their own villagers has gone missing.
Add
But the
Astra
problem
RB
is,
sauce.
they don't know the missing person's name. They can only provide information about his general
How's it going?
appearance.
They're all from the same village, but they don't even know his name? If so many adventurers have failed to complete this commission, maybe this missing villager doesn't exist at all. Could it be some sort of a prank or something?
Unlikely. Several villagers came by to issue the commission, and judging by their appearance and tone of voice, they seemed incredibly sincere. It certainly didn't seem like a joke to them. Besides, putting up a commission requires a processing fee. There aren't many upsides to a prank that costs Mora to carry out.
There we go.
In any case, it would probably be best to go to Vimara Village and ask around first. The Adventurers Guild does have some information on hand, but I would say anything you can learn directly from the villagers would be far more reliable.
Thank you for the follow.
The best way to avoid misdirection is to go to the source.
All right then, let's go! I'm starting to get really curious about this whole thing.
Either this is an interlude act, or this is the start for Natlan. Okay, closest one is that one, but this one I can fly in on. So I don't have to climb. I'll take it. Whee. Through the bushes. All right, random children. Hey, Sunfire.
What's not to like about a laid-back life?
Hi. How's it going? That third child just kind of got stuck. It's going all right. Good to see ya. Why do I have to keep following the small children? Oh, it's not voice acted. Son of a bitch. I'm gonna... What? I'm gonna marry Rana when I grow... What is the context? I am so confused. Is this the super long quest that, like, everybody hated in Sumeru? That you didn't get, like, as much... You didn't get anything for? Oh. I hope this isn't it. I don't think I did that quest all the way through. Aranaras? Is that how you pronounce that? Oh boy, what you got to say. Yes, you did tell me that you start your new job soon. Oh, whoop-de-doo. Devalin. My buddy. Sweet baby boy. My music? Why did my music stop? Oh. Unavailable. Okay. Try the next song then. It should. It does have a mobile version. It's just that I personally think the mobile version's shit, but that's because I don't like playing with I don't like playing on my phone for those types of games. Yeah, it takes up a lot of space. Especially now that with how big it's gotten. You might be better off with like Honkai Star Rail. I don't know if that has a mobile version or not. If it's not voice, it doesn't matter. They were working on porting it to the Switch. I know that. But they announced that like so long ago. Okay. What's this? The straggler. Somehow they all have connections to Electro. Any story that has Lisa in it would not be the best for a child. Oh, are we talking about Yay? This town. Oh, whoa. Find some holding for thee. You'll wait and see. No way around. Crazy, noisy bees of time. Have a good one. Some fire. Have fun. Don't do anything I wouldn't. Storytelling kind of fun, yeah. Okay. Okay. Spanish company. Peace representative say.
We made it to Vamara Village! Why don't we talk to some of the villagers to learn a little bit more about the missing guy?
Oh,
If this commission is really as challenging as Catherine made it out to be, we're gonna need to carry out a very detailed investigation.
Onwards.
Hello there. You looking to buy something? I do business in this area.
Oh, no, we're adventurers. Catherine sent us to look into a commission here in Vamara Village.
Ah, so you're here about that then. Ah, you're not the first, that's for sure. We've certainly made a lot of trouble for you all. To be honest, we aren't holding out much hope. Many adventurers have made their way out here, confident they'd be able to help us, only to leave soon after with nothing to show for their efforts. We've pretty much had it up to here in questions, and the area around the village has practically been overturned in search of clues. But no one has been able to make any headway.
So, this person we're looking for, what's his name? Where did he live? Does he have any relatives?
I don't know. I really have no clue. I couldn't tell you.
Okay, guess you are really sick of answering questions.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to sound short with you. I was actually just giving you my answer to your questions. I know it may seem like we don't have anything to offer by way of information, but I promise you, we all have a very strong impression of him. When you live in the same village as someone, you develop a lot of memories together, you know? We just don't know the specifics. Maybe we did at one point, but that information is long gone by now. At least that's what everyone in the village seems to think. We've all exchanged what we know, and that was the only logical conclusion.
All right, specifics aside then, what kind of person was he?
Young guy, in his early 20s probably. Incredibly kind sort of person, always willing to lend a helping hand. I'd chat with him when I didn't have any customers. I even saw him stick out his neck for others on more than one occasion. Very interesting guy, that one.
Now that you've started talking about him, you don't seem nearly as down in the dumps as you did before. Seems like he left a pretty good impression on you.
But of course, everyone in the village is pretty fond of him. We wouldn't have issued that commission otherwise. There aren't many young people like him nowadays, so genuine and pure. To think that he just up and disappeared one day. I just hope nothing bad happened.
Could he have just moved away without telling anyone?
No, he's not the type to leave without saying goodbye. And anyway, moving away without being seen by a single person in the village, there's no way he would have been able to manage that.
Huh. All right, thanks for the information. We're gonna go ask around some more.
Old person,
It's that guests I hear.
impart your wisdom to me.
Hi, Grandpa Amadea. We're here to help you look for the guy that's gone missing.
Ah, so that's what brings you to these parts. Coming all this way for our sake. That's so very kind of you. With your help, I trust that young man's case is in good hands.
Could you tell us a bit about him?
Of course. I'm happy to help any way I can. With my failing eyesight,
There we go.
I'm afraid I can't offer much about his appearance. But I do remember hearing the sound of his voice. Not recently, of course. That loss has left me feeling quite empty. I don't think his parents are still living in the village. But somehow he never seemed lonely. In fact, he was usually the one offering companionship to others. He would often take time to visit the elderly or play with the orphans in the village. And whenever someone had something on their mind, he was there to listen with open ears. He always knew just what to say. As the village chief, I owe him many thanks. Helping villagers navigate difficult moments in their lives should have been one of my responsibilities. But he was often the one rising to the occasion.
Wow.
Yeah.
He seems like such a nice and gentle person. No wonder his disappearance affected you all so much. But, you wouldn't happen to know any details about his name, address, or family situation, right?
I'm ashamed to admit it, but I just can't remember. No matter how you look at it, I should know those things. But for some reason, no matter how hard I try to remember, the information just doesn't come. Perhaps my age really has caught up with me this time.
It's okay. There's no need to force yourself to try and remember. We'll figure something out.
Super rider.
Well, Trevor, what do you think?
Super rider. Probably more to this case than
I
this.
don't think so too. Like, the name thing. It's so weird that no one remembers his name. And nobody has been able to tell us anything about his family or where he lived. It's like this guy's been erased from reality or something. Wait, so you're saying it's not that he's been erased, necessarily, but more like he never existed to begin with? Okay, Paimon's gonna need some time to process that one. Someone who only exists in people's memories?
I mean, yeah, I was about to say, you just dealt
You two are
with
the
something like
adventurers
that.
who just arrived, right? You're here for the Vamara Village Commission?
Yep, sure are. We were just looking into the case.
I'm so glad to hear that. Thank goodness you haven't given up. I've been so worried the Adventurers Guild might cancel our commission. My name is Atosa, by the way. I grew up here in Vamara Village. Anyway, I just wanted to say, please keep searching for a missing villager. I'm begging you. You have to find him.
No problem, citizen.
Yeah, no need to worry. We'll give it our best shot. So, were you close to the missing villager? Are there any leads you can give us?
I'm not sure this counts as a lead, but follow me. There's a place I'd like to show you.
Okay. More. Up we go. Or not. There we go.
Is this the place? Under this tree?
Yep. I know it doesn't look like much, but this place is very meaningful to me. It's so full of memories. We used to always sit together under this tree and talk. Sometimes we would look up at the clouds in the sky or stop to feel the wind against our skin. We could sit there for hours at a time, never realizing how long it had been. I was actually adopted by the people of Vamar village. The forest rangers found me in the woods as a child. I was surrounded by such good people, and growing up in the village was so lively.
Yeah.
Still, there were times when I couldn't help but feel incredibly alone.
I bet.
How should I put it? When something's bothering you, or when you have good news to share, you always want to talk about it with somebody. But for the longest time, I didn't know who I could talk to, or if I should say anything at all. Everyone has their own problems to deal with. Even if I might want to confide in others, I don't want to become a burden. Really? You know exactly how I feel?
Shut up.
Wow, that sounds really nice. You're quite lucky. When it comes to our missing villager, well, I guess you could say that to me. He felt like both a family member I could rely on and a friend who could really understand me. No matter what came my way, I knew I could always talk to him. He was so thoughtful and pure, and patient too. Whenever I talked to him, he would always seem so interested, as if the things I was describing were just as important to him as they were to me. Ever since he disappeared, there's been so much I wanted to tell him.
I bet.
No, none of those things matters now. I just really want to see him again.
Wow, you two must have been really close. Did he ever tell you anything about himself?
He mostly just talked about interesting things he saw around the village. He'd share a lot of his own wild ideas as well. Oh, right! I did ask him about his parents once. But all he said was, they're not here anymore. I didn't know whether that meant they had left the village or passed away, and I didn't want to pry.
Still not much to go off of.
Look at me. Talking your ear off and still nothing to show for it. I'm sorry I wasn't more help. The last time I talked this much in one go was when we were still together. Come to think of it, every time we talked, it always seemed to be around dusk, just like right now. Time always passed by really slowly. Even when it felt like we'd been talking for hours, the sun would still be at the same position in the sky.
Well, time always seems to pass slower when you're relaxed, right? What's wrong, Traveler? Hey, look at those hilly trails over there. Doesn't it seem like they're acting a little strange?
I don't know. The only time that we've seen them act strange is when they're trying to lay down and to, you know, pseudo die. Because they can't die.
The Abyss Order. Could they be the ones behind all of this?
Is this an interlude?
Uh-oh, we've been spotted! Quick, get ready to fight!
Punishment! Rain cutter! To ashes! determines your fate.
Time for a light show.
Damn it.
Judgment.
There we go.
Thank you so much. I wasn't expecting monsters to show up. If you hadn't been here, I'm not sure what I would have done.
It was no trouble.
Okay, what is the Abyss Order doing around here?
Now that I think about it, the hilly trolls around Vimara village have been a lot more active lately. They seem agitated and would often attack anything in sight. Chief Amadea doesn't allow the children to play in the area around the village anymore.
Okay.
Maybe the Abyss Order really is involved.
I didn't see too much
We
about...
should head back and check out the situation in Vimara village just in case. If the Abyss Order is plotting something that
about
could
this if
spell
there
trouble
is
for
an
the
interlude
villagers.
for Abyss Order. I also haven't seen much as far as Natlan goes on
Wait a
TikTok
second.
either.
The person... It's Dainsleif!
It's the boy!
Ah, it's you two.
Oh, a friend of yours? Well, I'll leave you all to it then. I should head back to the village and check up on Chief Amadea and the others anyway. Well, see you later.
Yep, see you later, Atosa!
The boy! Sweet summer child boy.
Why do you always have to pop up out of nowhere like that? Is it your life's mission to jump scare us or something?
It's
Yes.
hardly personal, or intentional for that matter. As long as you and I are both in pursuit of the Abyss Order, we're bound to cross paths.
Ah, so you're here to investigate the Abyss Order then. That would explain the monsters you were fighting just now.
Naturally. Hold on. Are you not here for the same purpose? No matter. It may have taken you a while to catch on, but I'm sure you've also realized by now that there's something strange about this place. The Abyss Order is most certainly planning something in this area. Or worse, their plan could already be in motion.
So you think the Abyss Order is behind the hilly trail activity in the area?
As things stand, I highly doubt that is their primary motive. I would imagine the increased hilly trail activity is merely a byproduct of whatever it is they're really trying to accomplish.
Still, the hilly trail activity is causing a lot of problems for the people here. We should stick around for a while and protect the village, don't you think?
The best way to protect them is by figuring out what the Abyss Order is truly planning. That is how we prevent further and you shall have them. I never intended to hide anything from you. Don't worry. There should be ample time to talk.
Should. Keyword should. Unlike that one quest where it's like, yeah, let's talk after we finish this. And you fucking ran into a portal afterwards.
Ah.
Cutscene?
So
Oh,
that was the commission
sad.
that brought you here to Vimara village. Someone who seems to only exist in people's memories. That is indeed quite intriguing. I would agree that it's unlikely you have a simple missing persons case on your hands. However, any possible connection to the Abyss Order is still unclear. It appears all we have by way of clues is increased hilly trail activity, and that is certainly not much to go off of.
Right! That mysterious voice he heard in his sister's memory. The one who called himself a sinner. Who is he?
Traveler, let me ask you this.
Do you believe your sibling to have betrayed you? I sense hesitation in your words. After all, you still haven't figured out the whole truth of what happened. There's still hope for the two of you to reconcile. Irreparable damage has not yet been done. The sinner you wish to know about, his situation is different. He and his fellow sinners have long betrayed me, and long betrayed their nation. His name is Vedrfolnir, the Visionary.
How?
I'm loath
Hold
to admit
on.
it, but he is also my kin, my older brother.
How that pronunciation, though. Jesus. Vedrfolnir. Sounds like you're trying to say something backwards. Jesus.
Your brother?
Oh my god. You could just mute it. Just mute the tab and go and just lurk. Please support me. It sounds like you need to try harder on Genshin.
There were 5 of them, the 5 sinners of Khaenri'ah. The wise Roptatyr, the visionary Vedrfolnir, Gold Rhindaughter, the foul Sertologi, and Rehir of Solnari, Rerir.
Why? Why do you have to spell it like that? Rehir of Solnari?
No matter how eroded my memory may become, I will never forget their names. One day, I shall have my vengeance.
Why? How dare me? Because I told you that you need to get working on that.
Wait, some of those names sound really familiar. Rhindaughter is the one who created Albedo. Sertologi is Skirk's master. And the one we just learned about, Dane's brother, Vedrfolnir. If he was the voice of the sinner, then the one who inspired Clothar to create the Abyss Order was him.
Okay, if it's true, then the stone slates we found in the ruin in Fontaine, the ones that outline Fontaine's prophecy, lightly...
They were once people of great esteem in Khaenri'ah, those who carried the hopes of the nation. They were the best of their peers, outstanding in their respective fields. 6 of us, together. We should have been the ones to prevent the disaster. The ones to stop the Vinster King from continuing to rock the foundation of the world. Yet, deep within, the 5 of them craved something more. They could not resist the call of the Abyss, and divided among themselves a power that could destroy the world. So they became sinners, but also transcendent beings, each in possession of world-shattering power. And when the cataclysm occurred, not one of them stood up in defense of their nation. Not one came forward to prevent the tragedy, and for that, they shall never have my forgiveness. Indeed, if they are not stopped, the day is sure to come when they will also betray the entire world. Of course, as I said, I never intended to hide anything from you.
Just conveniently leave when we have questions that need answers. Got it.
So, Dane, what have you been looking into all this time?
I've continued to investigate the questions surrounding the Loom of Fate. It's been quite some time since the initial operation was launched. By retrieving the eye of the first field tiller, we were able to stop part of their plan from coming to fruition.
Oh, Paimon remembers! Weren't they going to use it to corrupt Osile and make a god or something?
Indeed. However, it's obvious that was just some sort of technical experiment.
Okay.
The eye was integral to their plan, yet somehow, despite failing to obtain it, they've skipped the experimental phase and found some other way to keep moving forward. There are many signs pointing to that effect.
Then, what should we do? It's not too late, is it?
Our most pressing concern is to determine the purpose of the Loom of Fate. From there, we'll be able to deduce the Abyss Order's true objective. Based on the intel I've gathered so far, I suspect the Loom of Fate is related to the ley lines in some way.
The ley lines?
Okay.
Traveler, you were able to observe your siblings' memories last time, yes? I believe that was due to the fact that the ley lines in that area were unstable. My recent investigation has shown that Abyss Order activity in a particular area is usually followed by a series of issues with the ley lines.
Wait, then our commission here in Vimara Village. The person who seems to exist only in people's memories. Could it be connected?
It's certainly possible.
Ooh.
I'll join your investigation tomorrow. This missing persons case could very well turn out to be the key to unraveling these mysteries.
Well, if we're teaming up with Dane again, we're gonna need all the energy we can get. Let's try investigating somewhere a little further away tomorrow. So tired. Paimon used way too much brain juice yesterday. Well, let's go find Dane.
Here's the boy. Let's go.
Dane? Hello, Dane? What
And
are you
starting
just
soon,
zoning out over here?
I'm gonna pause this and use it as a bathroom break. I am back. Sorry about the wait. Onwards.
Did something happen?
The missing person from your commission. Could you describe them to me?
Oh, young guy? Early 20s? Seriously, Dane, what's going on?
There appear to be certain memories in my mind that weren't there before. Memories of him.
Maybe we just talked too much about him yesterday and you had a weird dream or something?
No, it wasn't a dream. They're memories. Memories that suddenly appeared in my mind after I woke up. And I'm certain I've never met this person before. I remember handing him the eye of the first field tiller.
What?
So this missing person definitely has something to do with the Abyss Order then!
Indeed. And it appears he possesses the ability to implant memories into the minds of others.
Wait then. All the memories the villagers have of him, could they be fake too? Maybe they never knew him at all. But why would he do something like that?
This is interesting as hell.
Whatever the Abyss
I'm
Order
eating
is
a slice of pizza.
An important truth has been revealed to us this morning.
What sort of truth?
That their goal is still to obtain the eye of the first field tiller. They haven't stopped searching for it. I am the only person who knows its location. Perhaps implanting that particular memory was an attempt to interfere with my... Your concerns are not entirely unfounded. I don't believe the Abyss Order is capable of altering reality like that just yet. However, considering their single-minded pursuit of the eye, I would say an equal level of caution is in order on our part. Come with me. We must check whether the eye is still in our possession.
Oh, so you're going to take us to where you hid it?
No.
Of course.
All the places that you could have hit it. Why by the chasm? Alright. Let's go.
So you hid it way out here? Not an easy place to discover, that's for sure. Well, let's go check to see if it's safe.
Unless it's a fake space.
Traveler,
Fake
wait.
spot.
We've no time to lose. Let's head inside.
It's getting fucky.
Hey, wait up!
Place of Revelations. Okay. I'm happy with this setup. Let's go. Mushrooms!
No, my
Mushroom.
You can't run. Judgment.
That's unfortunate.
Rain outlines your fate.
Let me hit him.
Fuse is lit. Here come the fireworks.
Let me weave you a verse.
Eyes on me.
It appears the mechanisms here have changed over time. You can access the upper floor through the side door. Perhaps you should try reactivating the mechanism over there.
His voice has changed a little bit too. Wee. Sneeze coming on. Right. Sneeze avoided. Let's go. Ruin Guard. Or is it the...
Lights out.
Fire hazard. You can't run.
No, my sword.
Oh!
That didn't count.
There we go. Beautifully done.
Make sure all the runes are pointing in the direction indicated by the light. That should unlock the mechanism. Ah,
I didn't
The
even
door's
mean to
open.
solve that
Let's
first
go.
try, but I guess I
Our
did.
destination is just up ahead.
Let's go.
Looks like we can't go any further.
Be on your guard. I sense the presence of the abyss.
Oh wow, what a surprise. A herald.
To ashes! Witness the power of good judgment! Punishment!
Just suffer.
Go Bishop down!
You can't run!
Time for a light show!
God, you're a failure. Oh, I just had to break your shield?
Just as I suspected. The false memories were a trap. The Abyss Order just wanted to now that they're in the vicinity, we should have a chance to see.
Dane? What's wrong?
Can you feel that? There's been a disturbance in the ley lines. It must be the work of the Abyss.
Wow, you must be really sensitive to that sort of thing. Paimon doesn't feel—
You too. Do as I say. Use that mechanism over there and leave this place. The Abyss Order is putting something in motion. If you return to Vimara Village, I suspect you might finally have the opportunity to look. Just think of it as a way to divide and conquer.
Of course I have to leave you. Just says it's getting interesting. Is he his brother? Is he both? Oh.
I knew going along with your trap would be the only way to meet with you face to face.
Please, don't kill him.
You risked your safety and that of the Eye? That's quite the gamble, Dainsleif. But I believe that I am the one walking into a trap laid by the Twilight Sword.
So you came here all on your own? What about those followers of yours?
When the Twilight Sword is prepared for battle, any army I could send would only be marching to their doom. Better that I face you alone. I know you must have a lot to say, but if it's a conversation you want, you'll have to defeat me first.
God damn it.
The Abyss Order's on the move. The ley
Fucking
lines
hate
are
it
all
when-
out of whack.
Fucking hate it when
We better
Hoyo
hurry
does
back
that
to
shit.
Vimara Village and see what's going on.
Hoyo, you fucking bastards.
Hey, look at those hilly trails over there. Weren't they acting super agitated just a little while ago? Why are they so calm?
In the New World, they bade farewell to the shrouded sun. At last, they no longer needed to dwell on their suffering, or try to differentiate between various thoughts of blasphemy. Such was the price they paid, and thus their souls became cleansed and pure.
Did you hear that? What was that sound just now? It sounded so gentle. Could that voice be comforting the hilly trails in some way? Oh, this is weird. Let's check if this is happening. Looks like the same thing is happening over here, too.
You see, we're both still here. We've reclaimed an endless amount of time to love. Release your tears. You no longer need to hold back your sorrow.
Body and
Over there. It looks like they're sleeping.
In the end, he whispered softly. Sleep well, Father. Sleep well, my beloved people. When you awake, that which differentiates us shall be no more.
It almost sounds like a poem or some kind of story. Well, now that the hilly trails have calmed down, Vimara Village should be safe. Let's put this situation to the side for now. Dane said this might be our chance to find the missing villager, so we should head back to Vimara Village.
time to act.
Can't be hopping into the water ready to drown. There we go.
Body and mind.
Grandpa Medea, is everyone all right? The Abyss Order seems to be up to something near...
The Abyss Order? Thank you for your concern, but as far as I'm aware...
Well, that's good to hear. Oh, also, you didn't happen to come across any clue...
Someone's gone missing.
Huh? Well, you know, the young guy from Vimara Village. The one you've been looking for all this time. You posted a commission with the Sumeru Adventurers Guild. That's kind of the whole reason we're here, actually. Your missing persons commission.
Ah, I do apologize, you two. I hope I'm not worrying you too much. I'm sure it's just my age making me forgetful again. At least right now, I can't seem to recall whatever it is you're referring to.
But how is that? Something's definitely not right. We just talked to Grandpa Amadea about the missing villager. could have forgotten all about him just like that. What do you think, Traveler? Could everyone's memories of the missing villager have been erased again? You're right.
To let you go. Alright, so either Dainsleif is dead, and we're not gonna get another, not gonna get an interlude with him between Natlan and Shesnaya. Or he escaped and is gonna look beat to hell next time we see him.
Someone's gone missing?
Just as expected. That guy you said a bunch of nice things about earlier? He's around 20 years old, and you said he was a...
Oh, I know who you're talking.
Really? You remember...
There aren't many young people who've earned that kind of praise from me. Then there's only one person who fits the bill. No doubt about it. But why'd you say he's gone missing? Yeah, I just saw him leave the village. There was someone else with him, too. They couldn't have gone...
Strange. Bayram seems to remember him. And apparently do you think maybe it's not that there's something wrong with people's memories, but that we've somehow returned to a time before he went missing?
Okay.
If this person only exists in people's memories, maybe we're in someone's memory right now. Just like what happened with Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, no one remembers him, because there's been a change in people's memories. If we really did travel back to a time before he disappeared, that could explain why the villagers said he hadn't gone missing.
We have done that before with the ley lines.
Time travel is extremely difficult to perform. The current situation probably has something to do with the
Right! Paimon totally forgot about the ley line disturbances. We're in someone else's memory. Just like how you entered your sibling's memory last. That would also explain why we seem to be at a time before he went missing. It's a memory after all. Right. If he's someone who only exists in people's memories, then we're finally on the same... But didn't Bayron just say that he saw him leave the village with someone? Oh, who knows how long this ley line disturbance is gonna last? We might not have... Good idea! That'll help. We pretty much figured out that the missing villager has the ability to... Right! That! Could we try to figure out more about him using what we know of his ability? Like, does it maybe leave a trace that would somehow give him away?
If time was allowed to pass within the false memories, there's a higher chance they might conflict with someone's original recollection. That would make it much harder to avoid suspicion.
No wonder! All this time and the sky hasn't changed a bit! That must mean time isn't passing! That's the tell of the fake memories! The implanted memories are basically taking place outside of the regular 24 hours of the day. If the memories included the regular passage of time, it would be easy for people to tell that something was off. Like there could be overlap or something. People might start to wonder why they remember doing two different things at the same time of day. That's why he makes sure the memories take place at a specific moment in time rather than over a period of time.
Dainsleif had memories implanted into his mind. Could it be that the color of the sky coincides with the moment in time she We thought Chief Amadea forgot about the missing villager, But it turns out we're at a moment in time before the village.
Oh, right! That's exactly what Atosa described!
Come to think of it, every time we talked, it always seemed to be around dusk, just like right now.
Okay, okay.
Time always passed by really slowly. Even when it felt like we'd been talking for hours, the sun would still be at the same position in the sky.
Yep, that has to be it! Yeah, that's...
Who the hell
So,
are
you
you?
see, Granny Jahiet was a mercenary when she was younger. She just talks like that out of habit. She's not trying to scare the children on purpose. Oh, there I go again. Always talking about my own things. Do you maybe have anything you want to share? It's okay if you don't. You could also just talk about what you think of me?
Oh, I think you're an incredibly strong and thoughtful young woman.
Oh.
You'll meet many amazing people and live a very happy life.
Hello there.
You won't miss someone like me.
Huh? Are those your friends over there?
Oh, right! This version of Atosa hasn't met us yet!
Friends? I guess you could say that. It must have taken them a lot of effort to find me. So, I should see what they need. I'm sorry, Atosa. We'll have to continue this conversation another time.
Another time, huh? Yeah, okay. I'll head back to the village then. Talk to you some other time.
Sad pretty boy.
It's nice to see you, Traveler. I believe this is the first time we've met.
The founder of the Abyss Order. The man who broke the curse of immortality. Born into abject sorrow, he shall now become the Loom of Fate. Dane's brother, one of the 5 sinners of Conria. You're Kari Bear Alberic.
Oh. You know me? That's quite the surprise. I don't believe I've met you before. Oh, I see. It was the memory, wasn't it? Your sibling's memory. You saw the me from back then. This is Atosa's memory. I came here to say goodbye to her. But I suppose I'll just leave her a message instead. Come, let's find somewhere else to talk.
Joke's on you, I can't read that worth shit. I'm assuming that that's in a Hilichurl language or Abyss language of some sort. Oh, this is pretty dope. Proof of existence. Oh, that's pretty dope. Talk to me, buddy.
I suppose you could call it the realm of my consciousness. I'm someone who no longer exists in the real world, after all. As you well know. It's nothing. I still have enough strength to play the part of a good host. I've always hoped that I'd get the chance to talk to you like this, and now, the time has finally arrived. Extreme sorrow and pain. Hope and regret coursing through your veins. And a degree of abyssal power that defies comprehension. Father told me that once I possessed all those elements, I would become the loom of fate. But despite his intentions for me, I never truly became the loom of fate. I was merely used as a means for its construction. In truth, I died the moment I set everything in motion. The person you see before you now is nothing but a remnant of consciousness left over within the loom of fate. As for your question, the loom of fate is a device capable of weaving ley lines. In its primitive form, it can only be used to create and implant memories. But, as more of it is completed, its power becomes stronger and stronger, until finally, it has the power to weave real ley lines of its own. Once fully completed, the moment it gains the power to weave ley lines, it loses the lower level ability to influence memories. But it also becomes a tool that can change the entire world. Yes, I have the ability to control the loom in its semi-completed form. I suppose you can think of it as a form of compensation. After all, its existence cost me my life. Ah, that. I was wrong to implant those memories. I'm sorry I caused so much trouble. Not only for everyone in the village, but for you as well. I just wanted them to feel like I once existed in this world. As if I had a chance at life.
Bow down to the immortal Calypso.
I know what you must be thinking. Why would I do something so meaningless? But I just couldn't accept it. I had to know what it would be like if I had my own life. What kind of person I would be. What other people would think of me. Chief Amadea, Baram, Granny Jahiat, Atosa. What would it be like if I could live alongside them? No cataclysm, no curse. Just a quiet life in a peaceful village. I was curious, so I selfishly tried to have my own life. Even if that meant piecing together the version of myself that could have been. One memory at a time. I know it sounds stupid. After all, my life ended a long time ago. Any chance at living was stripped away from me when I was 8 years old.
Oh.
My consciousness left to mature in an illusory world of nothingness. Even the form you see before you was nothing but an invention based on my father's appearance. an imagined version of what I would look like if I had the chance to grow up. I know. But there's nothing I can do to make them find me. If I could exist in the real world, I would return without a second thought and surprise them with the suddenness of it all. But, well, that's not possible for me.
Like, every single set of these interludes makes me ever since Leeway, like when you finished Leeway, and also especially finishing Zhongli's story quest, like his personal story quest, it makes you start to question the heavenly principles. And now, especially with the finish of Fontaine, you're like, hold on a second. Shit's getting fucky. Heavenly principles, not so good. Like, Mount Celestia, maybe not the best thing in the world. Well, I think we knew that the Heavenly Principles was kind of shitty since, you know, they took her sibling from us, but, you know.
I know. Captain Dainsleif. Twilight's sword, you mean? No need to meet up with him. Things should already be settled on his end. Exactly. As someone who could only exist in people's memories, the fact that I'm able to talk to you in my consciousness like this can only mean one thing. The Loom of Fate has already been completed.
It means that he's dead. Or at least defeated.
No need to worry about Captain Dainsleif. He's absolutely fine. The only reason he lost the eye was because I happened to guess exactly what he was planning. Captain Dainsleif has had the eye inside his body this whole time, hasn't he? His plan was to lure the Abyss Order to a false location, capitalizing on their pursuit of the eye in order to have the chance to confront the princess. He would then hand the eye to you and tell you to take it away from that location. That way, Captain Dainsleif could accomplish his own goal and ensure the safety of the eye all at once. A very thorough plan. That's right, because in his mind, he had given it to you already. Before you two entered that false location.
Traveler, wait. We've no time to lose. Let's head inside.
Okay, yeah.
That was when I implanted the memory of him handing you the eye. Given the tense situation at that time, Captain Dainsleif failed to notice anything out of the ordinary, and took that memory to be real. I'm sorry, Traveler, but I needed the Loom of Fate to be completed. And to do that, we had to retrieve the eye. I promise I'm not trying to conceal anything from you, but I truly have no idea what the princess is planning. Tevat's ley line system is deeply entrenched in the planet. Creating new ley lines can neither replace nor extend the ones that already exist. In the face of everything they could be planning, I fear I'm too insignificant to even get a glimpse of the bigger picture. in any case. I had my own use for the Loom of Fate, and my goal, at least, you remember my father, don't you? Clotar Alberic. I believe you saw him in your sibling's memory. After he used the power of the Abyss to restore consciousness to my hilichurl form, I suffered from an indescribable level of mental anguish. To comfort me, my father told me a story. That this was a fairy tale world where I had to take on the form of a little monster. That story managed to dispel my fears, even if just for a moment. My goal was simple: to use the Loom of Fate in its near-completed form, when its ability to create memories was at its strongest, to implant a specific memory into the minds of the hilichurls. In that memory, I would tell them a story, just like my father did for me. It was a story of fairy tales and love. But more than anything, it was the story of us.
I gotta read. Okay, so the thing that caused the hilichurls to come down was Caliburt's story. So that was his goal, the only thing he wanted. He had a device as powerful as the Loom of Fate at his disposal, and all he wanted to do was offer the hilichurls a moment of comfort.
I can't
and
change the
peace.
world. Not when I lost the very right to exist within it. Implanting those memories, that was the most worthwhile thing I could offer. All that's left of my existence is a wisp of residual consciousness tied to the Loom of Fate. In truth, that trace of my consciousness should have dissipated long ago. My goal was the one thing that allowed me to hold on all this time. But now, the bedtime story is finished. And it's finally time to rest.
Don't you dare leave before I get to ask my questions. You bitch.
Looks like I was too late to see Kari Bear one last time.
Holy shit.
Kari Bear's consciousness is gone, and this space will soon disappear along with it. Neither of us belongs here. That's why we're not tangible. Were that not the case, I'd love to hug you too. Well, how about a conversation?
Yes.
The chance to just stop and talk like this is certainly not easy to come by. Wouldn't you agree? That battle earlier was tough. The one against Dane, I mean. I didn't expect that after everything, he would still hesitate to raise his sword against me. Were it not for that, perhaps I'd still be no match for the Twilight Sword. Even after 500 years. The Loom of Fate, huh? I still haven't found a way to utilize it to its full potential. But there's still time before the heavenly principles awaken. Yes, for 500 years now, ever since the cataclysm in Conria, there's been no sign of activity. Not long ago, you witnessed the Hydro Archon destroy her divine throne. Yes? Such a flagrant disregard for the rules, and still Celestia took no action. I suppose that's proof enough of the Heavenly Principles situation. However, the Heavenly Principles will awaken. We just don't know when that will be, or what might trigger it. You could say that. Just look at Kari Bear. He was so pure and single-minded. The space we now find ourselves is a perfect representation of who he was. Quiet and peaceful. Even as a hilly churl, seeing the terrible sight within the mirror wasn't enough to taint his spirit. He brought comfort to the people of this world, even though he was denied the very right to be a part of it. So ask yourself this. Who was it that deprived him of that right to exist? Of course, that's only one example. My feelings about the heavenly principles are too complicated to explain in just a few words. Ether?
You're the only one in this world who calls me that. There's so much I wanted to ask you, but for some reason, I'm not interested in asking those questions right now. There's just one thing I have to ask. One thing I could never understand. Why? Why can't we continue our journey together?
At the end of my journey, I arrived at a place known as the Sea of Flowers at the end. Do you remember? A long time ago, when we traveled between worlds together, you told me you wanted to find a place in the universe where that one flower was in full bloom. To have a place like that suddenly appear before me. Well, would you think of that as a coincidence?
You mean...
I miss you too, Ether. But as this war continues to rage, and as I continue to seek that final answer, I don't even know how to face myself sometimes, let alone my own brother.
Huh? What's going on?
This space has lost its tether. I doubt it'll be able to exist much longer. In fact, aside from our inability to physically interact with each other, there's something else you should know about this space. With Kari Bear gone, we won't be able to remember anything that happened here. Everything in this space will be wiped from existence, including all memory of our reunion.
You're only telling me this now?
That's dirty. That is dirty.
Still so sleepy. Paimon's head feels all fuzzy. Oh, Paimon woke up a little earlier than you, so Paimon will fill you in. The villagers said that they saw us sleeping near the village yesterday. They couldn't wake us up no matter how hard they tried, so they decided to just bring us back here. Oh, and Dane came by just now. It looked like he was injured.
Uno momento.
just made sure that you were
I just
alright
wanted
and
to
left.
read a message really
Kinda
quick.
seemed like he had a lot on his mind, but that's Dane for ya. Let's think for a second. We were in that memory, and we saw that guy you called Kari Bear. He was the missing villager that we've been trying to find, right? And after that, Paimon doesn't remember what happened. Wait, really? What a score! Well, what happened after that?
Ah, there you are. Sleep well?
Bayram, you sure seem happy. Did something good happen?
Something good? Huh. Wasn't anything good or bad, I'd say. It's just that, well, the village organized another search party yesterday. It didn't feel right to leave all the searching to the adventurers. So there we were, searching away, when suddenly this one guy said it all came back to him. According to him, one day around dusk he was passing by this one tree outside the village, and he saw our missing villager. There he was, sleeping under that tree all by himself. His parents came a little later to wake him up, and they all left together. They looked like quite a happy family, apparently. And after that, well, we all started to feel like that really is what happened. Kind of strange that we forgot all about it for so long.
A little bit, yeah.
Oh, and we also remembered his name, Kari Bear. Now, that's not a name you hear every day. Would have been helpful if we remembered it sooner.
True.
Well, I hope he's happy wherever he is. And we're all relieved now that we know what happened.
Sad boy
Seems
time.
like everyone thinks Kari Bear left the village. That's probably for the best. At least they have some sort of explanation now. Paimon wonders how Atos is doing. Maybe we should go check on her. If she hasn't remembered like everyone else, we can tell her what happened. Paimon didn't see her in the village just now, so she's probably at the tree. Come on, let's go talk to her.
God, that's a gut punch and a half. Sweet Jesus. This is why I like playing Genshin. That in the combat makes brain go burr. Yes. I hope you didn't spoil yourself in that whole conversation. If you did, then oh well. Okay. Good. You miss the biggest things from this whole thing.
It's you two. I was just about to go looking for you.
Got a fucking gut punch.
I wanted to thank you. I was part of the search party, so I remember what happened to Kari Bear now.
Oh, hi Tara.
Honestly,
Welcome back.
I just can't believe I forgot something so important.
He wanted you to forget him?
It's funny, but I have this feeling he told me the same thing. I just can't seem to remember when. I guess it doesn't really matter anyway. Life is made up of a series of memories. As long as I hold on to our time together,
Totally
he'll
get that.
always be a part of my life. I'm just happy I got to meet him.
I do that all the time.
So, who cares what happens in the future? right? Okay, I'll admit. I'm just putting on a brave face. I was dumped, wasn't I? Otherwise, why would he just leave like that without saying goodbye? You don't need to comfort me. I'll be okay. It's just like Kari Bear said. It's the things we overcome that make life more precious.
Oh yeah.
And you know, if he has a heart,
that's a really
maybe
good
he'll
thing
come
to
back
be able to
and
do.
see me one day.
Which I appreciate.
Anyway, thanks for all your hard work, you two. I promised I'd help Granny Jahiet with something, so I should head back. Goodbye.
Well, that should be it, right? Everyone's lives can go back to normal now. Oh, right! Weren't you about to tell Paimon what happened after your conversation with Kari Bear? A picture? Where'd that come from? Let Paimon see.
I swear to God. Yes! I'll fucking take it. Yeah. Oh, that makes me so happy. As somebody who enjoys Kingdom Hearts, the way that this story plays out scratches that itch in a very weird way.
If we've got nothing else to do, why don't I tell you a story?
You kind of get information like drip fed to you, but once like you understand everything that's going on, it's like, oh shit. So great. Ad coming up in about 30 seconds. I'm gonna run and do some blue quest thingies while you guys get ads so you don't miss any story stuff. All the way down here. Come on. Speed run this shit. Welcome back. I decided to do a few steps on one of the blue quests that I don't care about. It's just to get the completionist in me that wants the exclamation point to go away. But yeah, like I was saying, like I like Kingdom Hearts story. I like how it's presented, and which then makes it so that I really like how this game story is presented. All right. Come on. Did I do it? I did it! Hooray! Finally. What time is it? Almost midnight? Sure, we can... I don't have to be up until 10. We can do the first hour of the Natlan quest. So we've got like what? 3 more quote unquote Archon quests left to go. Per se. Because we've got the Archon quest for Natlan. Then we've got the interlude. So 4. Natlan's. Then the interlude. Then Shaznia. And then I'm assuming the ending.
Wow, time flies! Just like that, it's time for us to embark on the next phase of our journey! We need to head to Natlan next. Nervalite called it a nation of dragons, but that description doesn't give us much to go off of. Exactly! Even when Inazuma was completely closed off, we still managed to run into people from there and other nations. Huh. Could it be that there are no humans in Natlan?
Yes, yes. That look of surprise and excitement is perfect. Hold it right there. Now look at the camera and big smiles on 3. Ready?
I love how she has her camera in her hand, but then also her camera's on her hip.
Okay, just make sure you get Paimon's good side. Wait, hang on a minute. What's with the photo shoot, Charlotte?
Well, I heard you two were about to leave for the next part of your journey. After everything you did for Fontaine, the Steambird simply had to follow up on a scoop like that. Oh, I have a feeling we're going to be short on material once you're gone.
Oh, so you knew we were leaving. We don't need a big send-off. That's not really our thing.
Yeah, that's definitely not your style, but we got to thinking. And, well, a little change never hurt anyone.
We?
Who all is there?
All those obstacles we overcame side by side.
Miss America herself.
Yesterday. Don't be a stranger now, partner.
If you encounter any troubles along your journey, you need only let us know, no matter the distance between us.
Partings are inevitable, of course, but distance makes the heart grow
Oh.
fonder, right?
She's back. Last I knew, she'd packed up and left. But yeah, I 100% spent money to make sure that I got Navia. I ain't gonna lie. But I did not pull on Fiorina or Clorinde. I think Clorinde was a 4-star? I don't think she was a 5-star.
One thing will never change.
I also didn't pull on New
We'll
Violette.
always have the memories we made together during this time.
Okay, where's New Violette, or is it just gonna be three ladies?
Whoa, you're all here!
That we will. I'm looking forward to hearing about
I
your
still need to
future
build her,
adventures. So make
but
sure to stop by and tell us about them sometime.
definitely wanted Miss America.
Well, in light of your impending departure, shall we take a photo together?
Ooh, great idea! We even have a professional photographer with us. Charlotte, would you do us the honor?
Leave it to me. Just give me a moment to set the camera up.
Oh, by the way, you're overthinking the whole Natlan issue, Paimon. Natlan has human inhabitants and its own unique culture, just like Fontaine. It's just that, because of their local customs, the native people choose not to leave. They're not unwelcoming to outsiders, though. People travel there for business and leisure alike, and usually return with nothing but good things to say.
Okay. Positive.
Many members of the Spina have visited in the past, too.
Well, that's a relief. Hopefully we don't get swept up in any major drama this time.
Well, given your experience and skill in that regard, I have no doubt you'll be able to overcome anything that comes your way.
Still, I hope you can avoid danger this time around. An uneventful trip might be a nice change of pace.
All right, I'm ready. Shall we?
Is she hiding behind Fiorina, even though she asked for the picture?
Well then,
Okay, no, there we go.
Bon voyage!
Hooray! We obviously
Safe
got to talk to all
travels,
of them.
traveler. You're welcome back anytime. If you let us know in advance, we could arrange even more people to greet you when you return.
That would be quite the lively affair.
Safe travels, traveler.
That
Okay,
would
they
be quite the...
they talk to each other.
I heard
There's a place in Natlan that produces precious stones. Next time there's a lull in my work, I gotta go pay it a visit.
And then...
One picture to publish, and one to keep for my...
I have a feeling that this isn't what I want. Not really. Oh, yeah, and it's on the other side of the desert anyways. I forgot, it's not connected to Fontaine at all. It's connected to Sumeru. All right. Huzzah. Onwards. Oh, I guess. No, I don't have. If there's one there, oh. Didn't zoom in far enough. Oh well. I guess I didn't realize I was zoomed out that far. I'm very curious as to how this is gonna look. How this area looks. Oh, there's somebody up there.
That's close enough.
Oh. That's right, you can screw off. Alright, fine, since there's multiples of you.
Judgment!
You want to know? You want to know a fun thing that I have that the boyo is built for on my team? He's my healer. He is built for healing. Healing and applying hydro. Yeah, healing. Where's the info? Details. Yeah, look at his HP. Because his healing amount is based on his HP. With the healing bonus, yeah.
No, my sword!
Granted, if I need an actual healer, my Noelle is built to tank and heal. If I end up needing an actual healer. For some reason. Alright, 1 second. My internet just kind of slowed down a bit. You do that. Like, I think most people have them as a hydro applicator or as like basically he's an energy feeder. He's a battery because his burst does super good. But no, you are not the first person to question what the fuck I'm thinking making him a healer. As far as I know, there are no like if you go onto the build websites, like the top like I don't know if I've seen a healer build for Jingchou. That's like on the main websites. Or the main apps. They've almost always been like support DPS or something like that. It's not as good as it sounds. He is suboptimal for healing, but he also pairs really well with my burst combo, which is, as I think you've seen, is Jingshou's, Beto's, and then I apply Yoimiya's skill. Wait, are you kidding? There was a thing I could have teleported to? We've come this far already. I want to take a look at everything as we enter in. Oh, special high temperature thermal energy can be found throughout Natlan in all shapes and sizes. There are many ways to obtain that thing. And some devices can only be triggered at activation via the injection of that thing. Okay. Is that it? Yes, okay. Oh no. Okay. Okay, so it goes from that to like tropical, like Australian, it almost looks like. Nope, I ain't trying to swim across that. Beto, honey, you're the swimmer. Oh yeah, we'll be fine. Okay. Yes. I noticed that, but I'm like, I've already come this far. I want to check out what everything looks like. Like the transition from the desert to here. I didn't realize it until I was already like at Natlan. Like the transition area, so I'm like, fuck it. We're continuing on foot. Well, that, and I've also noticed that sometimes if you teleport too close, you skip dialogue on accident. Like you'll teleport and Paimon will start talking just suddenly. Like they expected you to walk all the way there. Aha. Yeah, it's literally right next to it. It's really beautiful. I don't think I'm wrong in saying, like, Australian is kind of the look I'm getting. Australian slash southern Rocky Mountains, like Devil's Tower type area, or Yellowstone, Yosemite, like those places.
So many strange mountains and so many animals Paimon has never seen before.
Oh, aren't they fluffy little clouds?
Doesn't look like there are any cities around here, though. Where should we start?
I really need to change how often that message sends. It feels like it's sending too often. I need to up the spacing on it.
Good idea. Finding people means we can learn information about the local Archon. And once we've met the Archon, we should have a better idea of what to expect during our journey. Well, Paimon hopes this one is easy to get along with. As long as we don't get on their bad side, we should be fine.
Oh, you mean like in Fontaine, where we just where she just wanted to basically fight us from the get-go. Bet. Oh. What the shit?
Judgment! Yeah. Lights out. Rain cutter. Eyes on me!
It's juggle time. meant nothing. This must be a separate quest that I accidentally activated. I'm so confused. I am so confused. Ugh. It's good that it better than Love in Paradise being stuck in your head. This thing is the only thing that I've seen on TikTok is people naming this thing stupid names. He's just a little guy. I'm not gonna name him Odie. Oh yeah, Parthenax. God damn it. Wouldn't that just be Telemachus? What if I name him Polites instead? And hope that he greets everybody with open arms. You No, not Argo. I think Argos is even worse than Polites. No. No. Argos, it hasn't even happened yet. At least Polites was like, what? 1.5 to 2 years ago? Aria, have you not read? Have you never read the Odyssey? Or have you never read the Odyssey? Because if you haven't, I'm gonna shut the fuck up. Okay. I will say that Odie and Argos do get to have a reunion. They do get to see each other. Is it Vengeance? Would it be Vengeance Saga? Probably. Why couldn't this have been voiced? Like, the fuck? Does he even understand what the fuck you're saying? I'm not calling him Hash Brown. Okay, name change rules. You can obtain the item reaffirmed Accord of Appellation from Lost in the Woods, which will allow you to change the little one's name. Please take note that some names cannot be utilized in this change. Once you have renamed this character, some interfaces in the game going forward will display the name you have chosen. There is a limit to the number of times you can rename this character, so do so with care. Follow the terms of service. You know, don't name it anything dumb like anal because that works. Edit name. Little Odie. Since you both wanted Odysseus, I will do the little Odie name. Oh! That's pain. Odie it is. Alright. Watch, they're gonna keep calling him like little guy in like actual talking. True. Somebody I moderate for, I just hosted a watch party of the last Saga release. So all the songs and animations are fresh in mind. Oh, sneezed. Oh. Needle. Alright. What do we got? Obtaining that. Phlogiston? We can go with phlogiston. That contain... which can be absorbed. Okay. Through the guidance of a mysterious power, you can now indwell your spirit into Natlan Saurians. Different Saurians have different skills and special traits. Oh, yeah. I do like Epic's telling a lot better than, or how it flows, a lot better than the actual poem, the actual epic, since, you know, the epic technically starts, I believe it starts with what would have been, the poem, I believe, starts with, Telemachus, so it would have started with legendary. Kind of. Legendary and Little Wolf.
Have you ever kept goldfish as pets? They're very cute.
Where the hell are you? There you are. Let me leave. Huh. Cool. Party setup. What the fuck was this build? I don't even remember what this build was for. Who are you for? This one at least makes sense because I think this one is for farming. Yes, I bought Klee's witch costume. I had to. What, this one? Yeah, that I do notice that kind of. Okay. Quick setup. Who am I switching out for Aether? So I can... Well, I'm not too appealing.
Are for now, but friends are forever.
What is this? Oh. Pyroculus.
Whoa! Check out those colorful pictures on the walls! We've got to be on the right track.
Who do I have outfits for? When the fuck did all of these people get outfits? The fuck? Jesus, I guess I didn't even realize that these people got fucking outfits. Is this supposed to be Lisa? It is supposed to be Lisa. Okay. I was like, who, like, that doesn't even look like Lisa anymore. Really? Okay. Okay, that's pretty dope. Not gonna lie. I want a pie. Oh, that beat. That beat's dope. Tribal secret spaces. Legend has it that every tribe has a secret space. They say that the gods of night once made a pact with humans. When qualified heroes can enter spaces within. When you explore the area around Natlan's various tribes, you will occasionally find similar looking obsidian ring fragments. Combining them may allow you to obtain the pass that will let you enter these secret passages. Nice. I think I like this form way better. Like this niche thing way better than the water movement. Because I barely use the water movement in Fontaine. That's beautiful.
I'm sorry, Kachina. I know it's not right for us to go back on our word like this, but Kempoa and I have to do well during this pilgrimage.
You can't seem to find other people to join our team, and we don't have time to sit around and wait.
But if you two leave, I'll be the only one left.
We really are sorry, but you still have plenty of chances. You're young, and you bear an ancient name on top of that. We're just ordinary tribal warriors with years of battle under our belt and no glory to show for it. Not to mention the physical toll of all that fighting. We're no longer in our prime.
We barely had a chance last time, remember? We can't expect a better result with even fewer people. Pilgrimage registration closes tonight. This is our last chance to switch teams.
Well, alright. I guess it is what it is. I just wish I was stronger. I'm nothing compared to the other ancient name bearers.
Thank you, Tara. I appreciate it.
But never mind.
I hope you have wonderful EPs. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Huh? I'm sure I'll figure something out.
Well, if we do well this time, there's still a spot for you at the Victory Feast.
Yeah, even though we're not participating in the competition together, we're still friends, aren't we?
Of course. Anyway, you guys should get going before it's too late. Go form a really strong team, okay?
Please tell me you get to kick their ass.
Guess I'll have to wait until the next pilgrimage.
Looks like that little girl over there was just abandoned. Wonder what happened. Oh,
huh? Oh gosh, I'm fine. Don't worry about me. Wait, I haven't seen you around the tribe before. Are you travelers?
Yep, we just got to Natlan.
Oh, welcome, welcome! I'm Kachina, Uthapiti Kachina. Oh, that's something we call an ancient name. It's a tradition we have here in Natlan, although it's kind of complicated to explain. You can think of it like a title for now. If you're here for the pilgrimage of the return of the sacred flame, you'll find out what they mean soon enough.
So, this pilgrimage, is that what you were discussing earlier?
Her design is adorable.
Yeah. It's a competition we hold every so often, where everyone competes to try and get the highest ranking. The competition receives tons of attention, so if you place highly, you're guaranteed instant acclaim, and you earn the right to take part in the Night Warden Wars. Basically, the winners become heroes, and that's pretty much everyone's goal around here.
Like, in her design, the only thing that I'm not a huge fan of is the glove, like where the gloves would end at the wrist, they then shoot off and have the frills at the end. That's the only part of her outfit that I'm not a fan of, is the cuffs on the gloves.
Sounds like a massive fighting tournament or something.
That's the only part that I have like any sort of issue with in her outfit.
Well,
and it's a small issue.
Number of participants, the pilgrimage is actually divided into 2 phases. Phase 1 is a team competition. Usually,
Looks like she's wearing
Ancient
oven
Name
mitts.
serves as the team captain and leads their team in various battles around Natlan, with the goal of capturing Sacred Flame. Oh, and an Ancient Name Bearer is just someone with one of those titles I mentioned earlier. Someone like me. Once the team competition is over, the participants from the winning teams qualify to take part in individual one-on-one matches.
Yeah, the skill seems pretty huge. Wait a minute. If Ancient Name Bearers lead the teams, that means you must be a team captain.
Sure am. Although, I don't exactly have any team members anymore. The key to winning is in the strength of the team captain. That's what everyone says. But, the difference in strength between bearers can practically be night and day. So, their decision does make sense. I'd feel the same way if I were in their shoes. All Ancient Name Bearers have to take part. It's our duty. So if no one wants to be on my team, then I'll just go it alone.
The fuck you ain't.
At worst, I'm looking at a few extra scrapes and scratches. I'm not great at fighting, but I always manage to get back on my feet in no time.
Psst, Traveler. Based on the direction of this conversation, Paimon thinks it might be time for us to do our thing. Yep. Time for the next phase of our journey to start for real.
What are you guys talking about?
Kudos to Hoyo for making that as an animation in the game.
Sorry, didn't mean to freak out on you. I just... how should I put this? I really appreciate the offer. That's so unbelievably generous of you. But only people from Natlan are allowed to take part in the pilgrimage.
Yes, her face.
Paimon thought we could just join your team and fight our way to the top and then become heroes.
It's alright. Really. I mean, no one's ever offered to join my team before.
Really?
We're all usually on good terms, but whenever pilgrimage registration rolls around, it feels like everyone starts avoiding me. They don't make eye contact or bring up the pilgrimage. It's like they're afraid I'll ask them to join my team. I probably don't even need to explain the reason. I'm too weak. It's pretty obvious there's nothing to gain from being on my team. That really doesn't matter to you?
Oh, don't you worry. The Traveler's strong enough for the 3 of us. Gods, dragons, giant narwhals. He can give them all a run for their Mora.
Oh, I get it. You are able to overlook my lack of strength because you're confident in your own skills.
That's right. We always try to help people out during our travels. That's what makes a true adventurer. A true adventurer. You guys are really special. You know you're strong, but you don't take yourselves too seriously. That's exactly the kind of person I want to become. You're planning on staying in Natlan for a little while, right? Mind if I try to learn from you while you're here? Learn from us? Yeah, you know, like a disciple or a sidekick. You don't even have to teach me anything. I'll just observe. I promise I won't be in the way. Besides, I can take you to see the sights and introduce you to Natlan in the meantime. What do you think, Traveler? Seems like she really looks up to you. Oh, right! Didn't those people from earlier say the registration period was about to end? You don't need to focus on finding new teammates? Don't worry about it. I wouldn't be able to manage it this close to the deadline anyway. I lose all the time. I'm used to it. Everyone around me is used to it. So it's fine. No one expects anything out of me. But if I manage to learn a thing or two from you, I might just pull off a win next time. Oh, of course, of course. I'm just glad you agreed. Well, come with me, you two. I'll show you where I grew up and introduce you to our tribe, the Children of Echoes.
Yeah. Okay, special, become your companion. She uses her elemental skill when she enters Night Soul's Blessing. Summon Turbo Twirly to fight alongside her. If you hold... Oh god. See, but Bennett still had... I'm trying to think of who it is that... Is it... Razor? There's somebody who likes hanging out with Bennett. Hold mode on her elemental skill is used. Okay. Okay, where did she go? Oh, is she stuck?
Whoa! I can join the team?
That's pretty dope. Oh, that's also pretty dope.
Have you ever kept goldfish as pets?
What time is it? 12:44. I think it's a good time to We got the basic intro. I think it's a good time to pause for the night. Because I still need to shower. Alright.
Welcome back, Petals. That brings us to the end of the video. I hope you appreciated it and liked it as much as I did when making it. If you liked what you saw today, make sure to give it a like. And if you want to see more, hit that subscribe button. Lastly, always remember that you are loved, you are enough, and you are always welcome on the range. See you next time.